according to a senior official. The official said Iran would continue to fight until it achieves lasting peace, and that it would view remarks from Israel and the United States as, quote, a deception intended to justify attacks on Iran's interests. Quote, at this very moment, the enemy is committing aggression against Iran, and Iran is on the verge of intensifying its retaliatory strikes with no ear to listen to the lies of its enemies, the official said.
So Donald Trump comes out yesterday all smug and dramatic and says that he brokered a ceasefire between Israel and Iran. Like he's some kind of global peacemaker. And then not even 24 hours later, missiles are flying, sirens are going off, and Trump is screaming that Israel and Iran broke the ceasefire.
So, MAGA supporters, how does it feel that you've been lied to again? He said no new wars. He said if you vote for the Democrats, they're going to lead us into World War III. And what does he do less than a year of being in office? He has us in the brink of World War III by striking Iran.
Hey family, welcome back. You already know, we've been through enough in this country to understand one thing clearly. When a politician starts making noise and patting themselves on the back too hard, it's time to hold up a magnifying glass. This week was a prime example. Trump came out swinging, bragging that he single-handedly negotiated a ceasefire between Iran and Israel. The moment he said it, his supporters went wild. MAGA folks flooded timelines and group chats, praising him as some kind of global savior, rubbing it in the faces of anyone who didn't vote for him. They were chanting online like he just solved world hunger, talking big about how he's the only one who can bring peace. But before we could even blink, bombs started falling again, and the so-called ceasefire vanished faster than his old campaign promises. Instead of stepping up and admitting he was wrong, Trump did what he always does, started finger-pointing. This time he blamed Israel for supposedly breaking an agreement that, according to Iran's supreme leader, never even existed. Imagine that. Boasting about stopping a war that was never actually stopped.
Okay, breaking news, there is no ceasefire. No shock to me, Donald Trump is lying once again. He put this post out on Truth Social. Israel and Iran came to me almost simultaneously and said, peace. I knew the time was now. The world and the Middle East are the real winners. Both nations will see tremendous love, peace, and prosperity in their futures. They have so much to gain and yet so much to lose if they stray from the road of righteousness and truth. The future for Israel and Iran is unlimited and filled with great promise. God bless you both. This is one of his many manic posts that he's put out over the last couple of hours. But the bottom line is there is no ceasefire. And as Spiro's Ghost aptly posted, this delusionally insane psychopath imbecile just posted this while Iran is firing missiles at Israel. Indeed. And here's a statement that an Iranian government official released to CNN that Iran has not received any ceasefire proposal. According to a senior official, the official said Iran would continue to fight until it achieves lasting peace, and that it would view remarks from Israel and the United States as, quote, a deception intended to justify attacks on Iran's interests. Quote, at this very moment, the enemy is committing aggression against Iran, and Iran is on the verge of intensifying its retaliatory strikes with no ear to listen to the lies of its enemies, the official said. So once again, MAGA world, MAGA cult members, sorry to blow your minds once again, but there is no ceasefire. Donald Trump is lying. It's a lie. It was not brokered. He's delusional. He's got dementia, and he's a pathological liar. There is no Iranian-Israel ceasefire. And we could have avoided this entire shit show had Donald Trump just not joined in Israel's aggression toward Iran. And going back to 2018, if he had not blown up the Obama-Iranian nuclear arms deal, then we could have just been keeping watch to make sure that Iran was actually not building a nuclear weapon armament. We could have just left it as it was, but as with usual, everything that Trump touches dies.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Do you believe that Iran is still committed to peace?
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Are you questioning if Israel is committed?
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I'd never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because of one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
The way Trump said the F word, has he ever even said the F word on TV? I felt that like in my soul. I think Republicans and Democrats are like, oh shit, daddy's pissed.
So Donald Trump comes out yesterday all smug and dramatic and says that he brokered a ceasefire between Israel and Iran. Like he's some kind of global peacemaker. And then not even 24 hours later, missiles are flying, sirens are going off, and Trump is screaming that Israel and Iran broke the ceasefire. Are you kidding me? You can't break something that never existed in the first place. Iran literally said they never received any ceasefire proposal. Israeli officials never confirmed one either. But Donald Trump still ran his mouth like it was a done deal. Because, guys, that is what he does. He lies first, then cries victim when the world doesn't go along with his delusions. And now he's all angry, saying they don't know what the fuck they're doing. He's angry because they broke his imaginary agreement. Bro, this isn't a Marvel movie. This is real life. People are dying, and you're out here cosplaying as a wartime negotiator with absolutely zero credibility. This whole mess just proves again you cannot believe a single word that comes out of this man's mouth. He fabricates victories, gaslights the public, and then throws a tantrum when reality doesn't match his lies. And somehow, some way, people are still falling for it. It's pathetic, it's dangerous, and we are watching it unravel in real time.
Now let's really dig into this. Trump didn't just make a small mistake. He straight up lied about peace. That's not a small slip. That's a dangerous stunt. He's always bragged about being a deal maker, the man who can talk anybody into anything. MAGA supporters ate it up like candy. They went online calling him a genius, mocking folks who dared to question the story. You would think he parted the Red Sea with all the praise he was getting. Meanwhile, the facts came knocking real quick. Iran's supreme leader made it crystal clear there was never a ceasefire agreement. Israel kept their military operations going without missing a beat. Trump, instead of facing the truth like a real leader, turned on his supposed allies and blamed them for his own lie. The thing is, this isn't even new. We've watched this man spin wild stories over and over, turning his base into an echo chamber. They keep getting played, and somehow they keep coming back for more. This moment just showed the world, again, how deep the denial runs. Folks out here celebrating a fake victory while innocent people are still in danger. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is looking at America and shaking their heads, wondering how we let this kind of leadership stand on any stage. These lies don't just embarrass his supporters, they can actually escalate violence, push allies apart, and make an already dangerous conflict even worse. It's not just a Twitter fight, these are real lives, real communities, real consequences. And yet, somehow, there's always a new excuse lined up, always a new enemy to blame, so the lie can live another day. But each time, more people start to wake up and realize they've been sold a dream that never existed.
We have some major breaking news. The Iran foreign minister now says that there is no ceasefire agreement between them and Israel and that Donald Trump is lying. Just minutes ago, the Iran foreign minister posted this on Twitter saying, as Iran has repeatedly made clear, Israel launched a war on Iran, not the other way around. As of now, there is no agreement on any ceasefire or cessation of military operations. However, provided that the Israeli regime stops its illegal aggression against the Iranian people no later than 4 a.m. Tehran time, which is actually past that now, We have no intention to continue our response afterwards. The final decision on the cessation of our military operations will be made later. Now, Donald Trump and many media outlets have reported that there is a ceasefire agreement, that all sides have agreed, but Iran is now saying that there is none, that no agreement has been made. This story just got very, very weird. I have no idea why Iran is saying this. I mean, it just seems like there's so many extensive reports on the ceasefire agreement being real and true and agreed upon.
What does he think? We're stupid? And the people online that are trying to pretend that we are the ones betraying Trump for holding him accountable to his promises that he made to us when we voted for him, when we encouraged other people to vote for him. You're pretending that we're the ones that are problematic? This level of gaslighting that's taking place. You got Laura Loomer out there saying, screenshot every tweet that's against Donald Trump. Let me tell you something, sweetheart. You better start capturing Donald Trump's tweets that are going out right now because they seem pretty against Donald Trump's ideas of yesteryear. That's all I'm saying.
So we bombed Iran last night. And listen, I cannot help but think this is a prime example of why it is so important that you appoint actually qualified people to these cabinet positions instead of douchebags like Pete Hegseth to be your Secretary of Defense, because that little douchebag let your secret out, Mr. President. Did you pay attention in his presser when he said this mission took weeks and months to plan? Yet, wait a minute, I thought Iran and Israel have only been fighting for 9 fucking days. Why have you been planning for months to bomb Iran? See, you gullible fucking MAGA people, you've been conned. That man lies every time he moves his fucking lips. Weeks and months to plan. Let that sink in, people. They've been at this since the motherfucker got reelected. No new wars, my ass.
So, MAGA supporters, how does it feel that you've been lied to again? He said no new wars. He said if you vote for the Democrats, they're going to lead us into World War III. And what does he do less than a year of being in office? He has us in the brink of World War III by striking Iran. And you're going to gaslight yourself into thinking it's a good idea, that this is what we had to do, even though they are using the same playbook they used for Iraq. And a lot of you are falling for the shit. It's okay to admit that you made a mistake and voted for a horrible person. It doesn't have to be your whole personality. It's okay to throw away those red hats, turn a new chapter in the book, and move on. And it doesn't mean you're a Democrat. It doesn't mean you're a liberal. It just means you know that he is not good for this country. If you're truly country before party, then you know this can lead to nothing but bad things. He just put the life of every serviceman that's in the region in danger. Iran has to strike back. They have to save face and strike back. And then we're going to strike back. And then they're going to strike back. And it's going to lead into a full-fledged war. But no, you guys didn't want to vote for the black lady because she had a weird laugh. Everything that you guys were afraid Obama would do, were afraid Joe Biden would do, and afraid Kamala Harris would do, he's doing. And you're too blind to see it. And it's crazy, a lot of you come around and realize that you made a mistake only when it affects you. When you lose your job, or your farm shuts down, or they deport your husband or your wife, even though that you're a citizen. Then you start to realize, oh shit, maybe he was the lion Khan that everyone said he was. History will look back at the MAGA movement and the children that are learning about it will think the same way we think about the Nazi movement. How did people, 1, fall for the shit, and 2, let it happen? We should all be ashamed of ourselves.
At the end of the day, this is bigger than just one broken promise. It's a whole pattern of playing games with people's lives and selling illusions as accomplishments. Claiming a fake ceasefire during an active war? That's about as reckless and cold-blooded as it gets. To everyone out there who's paying attention and refuses to stay quiet, keep going. Keep asking questions, keep holding leaders accountable, and keep demanding real transparency, no matter how loud the distractions get. We got to salute the journalists, content creators, and on-the-ground reporters risking it all to bring us the receipts. They are the backbone of the real story, and they deserve all the flowers. If this message hit home for you, smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and hit that subscribe so we can keep building this community of folks who refuse to fall for the hype. We're going to keep talking about it, keep exposing the lies, and keep standing up for the truth, no matter how hard they try to bury it. Stay sharp out there, stay safe, and most importantly, stay unafraid to call it like it is. We got each other's backs.